Well, today's Tuesday, April 9th. I used a lot of today doing stupid stuff, but I had to go do some welding for somebody, and then we had company. So anyway, I'm going to work a little bit tonight on this. But here's axles that come in this quick change for the street. It's got two bolt patterns. It's got the Ford car bolt pattern and the Chevy car bolt pattern. But you got this big hole here, so they couldn't do the 5-on-5 bolt pattern. So you got two bolt patterns. And these axles are kind of dirty on this end. I couldn't get it to slide in, so then I got the studs. I put them on here. Got them screwed in. And they got a little lock washer on the back. I'm going to put some of that red glue on them and then torque them down. And that wheel bearing, remember I honed that thing out, spent 2 hours honing that thing? Well, there it is. It slides back and forth. But I had to file the outside of it, so I put it in my belt sander and kept playing with it till I got it down to where it would fit into here. So I could at least get this axle kind of into place and see if I can get it in there. It's pretty stiff. Yeah, it ain't gonna go. Had to get out the old BFG rubber hammer, and I beat it in there, and it fit, turned. So anyway, here's a education thing for you. I know you've seen these things. They're in the Speedway catalog and the swap meets and whatever, and they measure the bolt circle. And if you look real close at how they show it here, they show it center to center. But this device, this is the solid end, this is the end that moves, and the measurements they got go backwards. And this is 5-hole here, 5-hole there. That's metric, and this is standard in inches. But if you look at it, it goes backwards. So it's, might as well just throw this damn thing away. And the bearings for this Winters outfit has a groove but no seals, rubber seals. So I went to the farm store, and if you can kind of see, I got one that's too small, but it's just enough to it might seal that oil out if there's any that gets in there. Here's the scary thing. I bought 3 of them. $12.84. Them damn things are $4 a piece for a rubber O-ring. But those are made in America, and they will tolerate oil. Them ones from China, that's about like putting a night crawler on a hook. They want to move. Okay, now here is how, well, I'll show you in the book here. You can buy these things here. And here's the sizes that they got. 5-on-4.5, 5-on-4 3/4, and 5-on-5. That's one of these things, which is pretty much the same setup as we got here. And then here's how they measure in the Speedway catalog. See if you got even numbers. Get my camera right. They measure center to center. See right there? This is how to measure 4-bolt or 6-bolt. Any even numbers. It's center to center. Then you go down here, and if you go 5-hole, look what they do. Center of this one to the outside edge of that one. That's how they come up with it. And when I called Glenn Sanders to get some, I wanted to order 5 of these centers. Let's see, like these. Quiet. These are ones that were on my sprint car. They're Sanders centers. I want some without any slots in them. I just want them with the big hole, 5-hole, Chevrolet car bolt pattern, no slots, and there's 15 little holes around the outside edge. And you can sandwich it on the back side or the front side or in between the rims to get the offset that you want. Okay, here we go. See, here's that hone I used to do the inside of the bearing. And then I got a belt sander over here, one of them cheapy ones. And I just put it on here and got a real fine sandpaper deal on it. I just hold it up there with my finger and just let it keep spinning, and measuring it till it wiggled and went in the hole. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this here pretty quick. Here's how they do it. Okay, this is the Ford car bolt pattern. See the Ford C? And they say it's 4.5. So there's your 4.5. So I'll hook it on the Chevrolet car bolt pattern. And it's 4 3/4. Well, the nut's a little loose, but anyway, this is where it goes. And here's my old Chevy pickup. It's a 5-on-5, the old Buicks, old Cadillacs, NASCAR uses this same bolt pattern, but they use bigger studs. So this will not work with bigger studs. This is with a 1/2-inch stud. There you go, 5-inch right in the center. So that's how Speedway Motors and I think Glenn Sanders and that bunch measure wheels. If you got a 1/2-inch stud, they'll hook it on the outside edge and come over here to the hole that's furthest away. It's 5 inches. Here's Chevrolet car bolt pattern, 4 3/4, and then the Ford car bolt pattern, 4.5. So anyway, that's the education for now. So I'm going to play with this a little bit tonight, and I'll make another video on that. So hang in there.